Every artist has a story that confirms their passion for their form of expression. We were welcomed into Melissa's world as a nurse and multi-talented artist.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I started many years ago. I remember when I was 12 years old, and at that moment I was just keeping my art. It's like a collection. And I found MK style 10 years ago.
As a citizen of the world, Melissa has been inspired in many ways. However, with her residency here in Kenya, the inspiration seems to be an endless wellspring.
Now, all of this country inspired me a lot. That's actually it's a heritage in my art you see today. So I can work in different way. I saw different art, Colombia art, I saw Sudanese art also. So all this environment inspired me, today. And actually I think my art is like a mix of all.
The passion has always been her driving force. This is evidenced from her approach and from the feedback, which sometimes falls in some degree of criticism.
When I arrived here, I met an artist here in Kenya, and he came at home and he told me, it's very funny, in your work you can see in your work you are not painting, or you are not doing art because you need money or something like that. He told me something very strange like that. So he said, I don't feel pressure to have money tomorrow in your art. So I think, I think he's right actually. I'm not painting.
The art comes from within. As a self-taught artist, Melissa has been fortunate to find a home for her inspiration here in Kenya. Even as she had desired to attend the Académie des Beaux-Arts, her father thought otherwise, and she had to make do with her raw talent.
It's like me, I'm self-taught. I never went in Académie des Beaux-Arts. So you meet people, and like this one day you will find your way and you want to do, and make money, why not?
She took us around to see her home, which is also her workspace and a canvas for her creativity.
Yeah, of course. Okay. I make a special series for the symposium, Africa Symposium, because it was in Kenyan African art, so I do different faces you find in Nairobi. When I arrived here, it was so rich faces here in this country. So you have the Afro, you have the Indian, you have the Chinese, you have the Sikh. So I make it.
How did you get to the point you found pure artistry as your voice? Because you're dealing with metal work, you're dealing with canvas, you're dealing with mabati.
It's the environment talk to me. You know, it's different. Sometimes, like an artist, you have some years or sometimes you are not very creative because the environment, because the place where you are, and me during 7 years I didn't do anything because I was doing babies, so I was very busy with them. I have 3 kids, but I have always a book, a sketch with me, and when my mind just flowing, and I draw, and I said, okay, when I have time, I will do it.
What exactly is inspiring about this green city in the sun that is Nairobi?
The colors, and I find something very inspired in this country.
The formalities of getting a workspace as an artist in the city here in Nairobi have created a barrier for Melissa to be able to share creative space with fellow artists, and this she feels is a missed opportunity.
Yeah, you have you have to apply, and there is a list, waiting list, and it's not so easy. It's sad actually, because there is a lot of people, I'm sure, that they need space. It can add you something more when you are spaced with artists, because you can share your ideas with the other artists, what's in the moment, what
you feel inspired by.
Yeah.
However, this barrier has not limited her from thinking on how to share art with the greater population.
I decided also to make art on pillow actually, because the idea is I want to give the opportunity to everyone to have art, to give accessibility to everyone to have art at home.
Every artist has to pull the idea from the mind to the canvas space of choice. We got to peep into Melissa's art book.
When you're looking at your creativity, what is the material of choice? I'm seeing paints here.
So yeah, definitely. When I began 4 weeks ago, I found these paintings in a textbook. This shop. Yeah, they have, but they don't have a lot because I think there is not a lot of people who buy them, so you don't have a very good choice, and they have not really good quality, because the quality is when you wash them several times, the painting has not to remove. Yeah. So some of them they are good, but when I go back in Switzerland this summer, I bought that one, and they are very good.
Okay.
So you can wash them easily; they don't remove at all.
Inspiration fuels the heart, and home is where the heart is for every artist, regardless of the location. This is what Melissa discovered when she met artists from the informal settlements.
I talked with someone who's working here, and he told me no. I said, why you don't move somewhere else now? You have a salary. He said, no, I have all my friends in the slum, so I don't want to move.
It's a rich life for them.
Yeah, definitely. It's not only... So this is my last,
Yeah. Melissa at this point will be able to see what exactly you're creating. We'll want to go and see exactly what you're working on at this point. During this Christmas season, there's an interesting that you're drafting. So we want to...
I just begin, the Christmas,
So we'll see what you're establishing.
Yeah, let's
head on.
So this is the place where I paint. It's the table, dining table. So I told you about my book. I have a sketch, esquisse. So I do different draw.
So all books, like the sketchbooks, do you have?
I have 3. Now I have 2. This is since I'm in Kenya actually.
That's a 2-year-old sketchbook.
Yeah. 2 years, and even that one. And also my kids inspired me a lot. So I have 3 kids, 10 years old, 8 and 5, and I always draw.
What time of day do you find to keep yourself inspired? Because as a busy mom who's a nurse, who's an artist with 3 kids, you have a busy time.
I'm just a modern house, that's why.
24 hours. What time do you find to get that quiet time to get yourself inspired?
There is during the day I have a lot of time.
What's your best hour? The best hour of the day for your inspiration?
And when I wake up in the morning, definitely I have. I wake up. I bring my daughter at school, and I take a tea, and I sit here. And I take my tea and I just listen to birds and leaves, and I'm just thinking.
The project right now is in celebration of the season, Christmas. All the symbols sketched out, ready for creation.
I will begin with this, how do you call this in English? Coron?
Yeah, the crown.
The crown, yeah. And some stars, and these special animals.
So we got into her makeshift warehouse to see some of the samples of Melissa's artwork.
So this is a new collection. I've made maybe in 3 weeks. 2 weeks. So this is a new collection. I've made maybe in 3 weeks. 2 weeks.
This is all paint.
Yeah, it's all paint. I draw on pillow, and after I iron. You can find a very good quality, and yeah, it's not so cheap, but not so expensive.
Even as Melissa is all for the art, business has to match the inspiration being generated. She has to consider the cost of material even as she's looking at expanding the viability of the product in the market.
I think if no one buy this time my pillows, I think I didn't
Do the right.
yeah no do the continue. I can try different medium. For me, I like the challenge to change the medium. Yeah, it's very boring to stay only in canvas. My next, I think, collection medium, I want to try to paint on curtain.
Melissa has a heart for the next generation, to have children develop themselves through the power of art.
Different way. I do that when I was in Khartoum in Sudan. I was in the French school. I was a teacher, and I think the kids there, it's like it's a box of idea. It's they are very, very pure mind and pure idea.
Beryl Oro for Africa This Morning, Ebro Africa TV.